Thank you. Good afternoon. Storm Agnes, our first named storm of the season, bringing increasingly wet and windy weather to the northwest over the next few hours. Difficult driving in the rush hour, no doubt, so take care if you have to get out and about. Through this evening, lots of water on the roads, winds remaining strong. Gradually, though, after midnight, the rain will begin to clear away. Showers feed in through behind it. Gusty winds, but beginning to ease down just a touch into tomorrow morning. A mild night ahead and cloudy start for many places, but a few bright spells will get out and one or two showers feed through. But all in all, it is easing down that weather during the day, remaining breezy here in the northwest. Bye-bye. And our first named storm of the season, Storm Agnes, has arrived. I'll be back later on in the programme with all the latest details.
This has been given a name. Does it mean it's a big storm?
Yes, it's very early in the season, so some of us might be caught out. I think that's why they've named it. Also, the impacts are going to be very much felt along Irish sea coast. So it's our part of the world. As you can see, the Isle of Man already feeling those impacts this afternoon and this evening. Gusts there over the next few hours could peak at around 75 miles an hour. That means huge waves. Of course, lots of trees still in full foliage as well, so that's another issue. They've named it because many of us still have our garden.
Put the furniture away. And what levels of disruption are we looking at here,
So the next few hours, we've got those very strong gusty winds, heavy rain across the region. It's likely there'll be perhaps some localised flooding, but it's really those winds that will cause the problems. So just be very aware if you're out and about. It's so hard to predict where branches will come down, but be aware if you're driving. Lots of leaves and perhaps a little bit of debris here and there around the northwest overnight tonight and into the early hours of tomorrow morning. So if you're travelling first thing, the rush hour tomorrow morning could be rather nasty as well.
Jo, thanks very much for that.
Thank you. A very good evening. Our first named storm of the season, Storm Agnes, already bringing heavy rain to the northwest this evening, accompanied by gale-force winds, especially along our coastline. It will be an unsettled night. You'll hear that wind rattling around the houses over the next few hours. But tomorrow promises to be drier, brighter, and by the close of play tomorrow evening, winds will be easing off. However, more rain will be moving in for tomorrow night. The deep low pressure system, which has been named Agnes, has been sweeping towards us from the southwest this afternoon, increasing cloud amounts, rain being introduced to the northwest, and some of that rather heavy for a time this evening. No doubt a difficult rush hour accompanied by those strong and gusty winds, which will continue as we head through tonight. Over the next few hours, pulses of rain will continue to feed across the region, one or two heavy bursts, but it's that wind that's the real feature. Incredibly strong along Irish sea coast, around the Isle of Man, no doubt some rather large waves to come, and that will continue to rattle around the houses tonight. And in terms of rain, well, that eases off a little bit. It'll turn more showery, drier by dawn, and with all the cloud cover around a mild night, 13 or 14 degrees, with a few breaks as we get towards tomorrow morning. On to tomorrow. The sun is up at 7:06 and it will set at 6:56 tomorrow evening. An improving picture for many of us during tomorrow morning, perhaps cloudy at first, with one or two showers around, but brightening up through the middle part of the morning. Still bear in mind it's going to be quite windy on the region's higher routes during the rush hour tomorrow and of course along our coastline, but winds will gradually ease down. Lots of dry weather through the day, some brightness, average temperatures, more rain tomorrow night.